That lighting is so much better. Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Saturday after Black Friday. What? How did everybody's day go? Was it relaxing? Was it stressful? Hello, Caitlin. Thanks for joining. How is everyone doing? Janae, thanks for joining. Oh, my nose itches. So, today was day 23. And hello, Samantha. Thanks for joining. Hello, Pete. Man, my nose is tickling me. You guys must be thinking about me. Hello, Samantha. Thank you. So today was day 23, and it was all about reaching out to someone who has been there and thanking them. How did it go? What were you thanking them for? Was it for being there during the rough times, or was it being there just because? Thanks for my compliment. I did the restructuring line today. I love it. And they've got a really good deal on it right now. I was tempted to buy another set of it. So, today was all about reaching out to someone who has been there and thanking them. Did we do it? How did it go? Were they expecting it? Were they not expecting it? Did they even remember what you were thanking them for? How did it go? I did mine on the live yesterday when I announced what the challenge for today was. So, yeah, let's talk about it. You know, sometimes when I get thanked for something, I'm like, oh, my pleasure. Like, it didn't even occur to me that I needed to thank you. You know, sometimes when I thank someone, they're like, same response, right? They're like, oh, there's no question that I would have done that or whatever. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So I think we have to be careful with our verbiage when it comes to communicating with people. And the reason why I say that is because I think that a lot of people say, yeah, no problem, right? No problem. Like, well, would it have been a problem? You know, it's kind of like a double negative, right? So when you are being thanked by someone, make sure that you take a second before you respond and say, you know, my pleasure, or of course, or that's what friends are for, or, you know, I am here for you, or a different response rather than no problem. Because when I say thank you and I get the response no problem, and it could just be me, I'm kind of like, huh? Like, did I really even need to thank them? I was always taught to say, you know, my pleasure, and of course, or I'm honored to do it, or don't worry about it kind of thing. But no problem, I think, is kind of like a bad taste in people's mouths, and it could just be me. So making sure that you're aware of your verbiage when someone thanks you is key. Now, when you thank somebody, same thing, right? Hey, thank you so much for being there the other day when I was kind of having a meltdown or a breakdown. I really appreciated it, and I know you didn't have to be there, but we're friends, and I really respect that about our friendship, is that we can be there for each other regardless of what's going on, whether it's good or bad. So really making sure that you're watching, hello Shell, hello Lindsay, the verbiage on how you're communicating with people, because sometimes people think they're saying one thing and it's actually coming out another way. And I usually, if I say something and it didn't sound right to me, or their body language is off, or their response is not what I actually like conjured it up in my head, I tend to say, you know, that came out the wrong way. Let me try that again. So verbiage and the way you say it with enthusiasm is important. So I hope when you thanked people today for doing something, whether it was to be there in a supportive manner, or, hey, you really pulled me out of the ditch and you didn't need to, kind of thing, I hope that the verbiage was well received and it was received as intended. Because I think sometimes we try to rush through things and it doesn't come off the way we want it, or someone will say something to us and we're kind of like, huh? So the importance of communication is important, because if somebody says something to me and I just don't understand it, I ask for clarification. I'm like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm hearing you wrong, or I want to make sure I'm hearing you right. And it goes beyond like the thank you, right? So the communication between two people is really important in how it is phrased. And I think within our world today, we're so focused on texting and emailing, and we don't necessarily speak with our mouths. And in one of my groups that I'm in, we try to do videos and we try to do a voice message versus texting, because sometimes when we text, we cannot communicate what it is that we really want to communicate. And I think that's important. And the voice feature on Facebook Messenger is amazing. I never really knew it existed until I was introduced to it by a friend of mine. And I was like, whoa, mind blown. It's phenomenal. So if you're Facebook messaging somebody, I highly suggest that you use the voice feature, because they can hear the excitement, they can hear the tone, because they can't see your face. And if they can hear it, they're going to receive it differently than if they just read it, because text most of the time gets taken out of context. So thanking somebody, if you did it in person, I'm sure it was received differently than if it was done via text message or via email. So it can be anything about reaching out to someone, thanking them, complimenting them. But I really want you to, when you do this challenge, if you did this challenge today or if you do it another day, that you really focus on how it is said, the body language you use, and how they respond back. Because there's two different ways, right? Response and reaction. And if people react in a certain way, you might react. So it's all about communicating correctly, saying the right words, making sure that you express it with expression, and it's received the way you were hoping. If it's not, then you probably need to back up a little bit and clarify. Whether it's thanking someone, giving somebody constructive criticism, telling someone something important, asking somebody something. So this was just like a stepping stone in how you communicate to people. So communication is important. And if you can do the voice feature, or actually pick up the phone and call somebody so you can actually hear the voice back and forth between you and that person, that's going to be more important and better received than just a text message. So voice feature is amazing. I know that like if I'm texting somebody, I'll sometimes talk so it texts for me, and then I don't check it, and then I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was totally not what I meant at all. And I go back, and I usually say, hey, I am voice texting this to you right now, and I hope it comes off the right way. If it doesn't, please ask questions so I can make sure to clarify, because sometimes we cannot get our communication across through text message. So the idea was, one, to be grateful, right? Be grateful for what this person did or how they were there for you. And then two, your communication. And I don't know if you guys caught that when I gave you the challenge yesterday, but that was part of it. So enough about that. That was day 23. Tomorrow is Sunday, day 24. And I know a lot of people already do this, and some people don't. They don't think it's necessary. They might not find it important, or they've gotten away from it, or whatnot. So we literally have, what's today? Today's the 25th, right? 24th. Today's the 24th. So tomorrow's the 25th. We literally have, oh my goodness, 36 days left of the year. That's it. 36 more days left of 2018. 36 days left of 2018. A little over a month. Can you believe it? This year has flown by. Goods, bads, peaks, valleys, ups and downs, and twist arounds. Like, it's flown by. And so, before the new year comes, I want you to reflect on what's happened and where you are, where you were, where you are, and where you're headed. So tomorrow's all about journaling and planning out your next month, whether it's business, personal, relationships, finances, it doesn't matter. Hello, Holly. Hello, Brittany. I want you to plan it out. Now, with that said, there is an amazing journal. Let me grab mine. That I didn't understand how intense it was or is until I opened it. So I ordered it because a friend of mine had it, and I was like, ooh, that looks like a really cool journal. And so journaling and planning out your next month is important to see the direction that you're headed, right? If you just kind of blindly go through it, and you get to the end of the year, which is in 36 days, you might be like, well, how did I get here? Or, wow, how did I get here? Or, that's not what I expected. Or, oh, I should have rethought that. So it can be very different. So I think everybody should have one of these. So I publish my own workout journals and all of that. But when it comes to journaling, sometimes blank pages aren't enough, right? Let's admit it. Sometimes we look at a blank page and we look at it and we look at it and we're like, that's a lot of blank space. Well, I have a solution. This guy right here, the LOA Journal. Now, some of you might be good with blank pages, and I tend to be sometimes, but this is all about law of attraction. And if you've never heard of it, then I suggest you go online and you look up what law of attraction is, but what you think you are and what you think is possible or what you think is going to happen does, right? Because you are your thoughts. And so this journal really maps it out, and a lot of my Boss Vibe babes use this journal. I use it. I need to get back into it. I went on my trip and then whatnot, but it really walks you through different things, and it really helps you plan out your week, your month. You can even do it in the year. I have the smaller one, so I have the month. So it's got the month, and then it's got the days. So mine is per day, which I like that because then I don't have to be like, oh, well, I missed that day, so this messes up my week. But I highly suggest this. If you really have a hard time with understanding your plan or mapping it out on a blank journal, I would highly recommend this. You can get it on Amazon. You can get the really big one, or you can get the small one like I have. I thought I ordered the big one, but I ordered the small, but I'm actually quite happy because then I can take it wherever I want. If you're okay with a blank journal, that's fine too, or even a monthly planner. I don't care. I used to do a monthly planner with days in it, so this one, but it just wasn't working for me anymore, so I went to the LOA one. And this one had days as well, and it was pretty good. So, but it had the days already, and I like to have it where I can write in the days, because then I'm not committed to doing it every day. If something comes up, I feel bad when I have to miss a day. You should do every day, but sometimes things come up, or you're sick, or you're out of town, or you forgot it, or whatnot. But all I'm saying is whatever method you want to use, whether it's recording a video of yourself and planning out your next week and then going back in a week and actually seeing if you did it, you can do that. Telling somebody, that's fine. Emailing yourself the next 7 days all mapped out, doing a blank page, drawing. I don't care what it is, but I want you to journal and plan out your next month to see where you have been this year, where you currently are, and where you're going. Because how do you know the direction you're going if you don't know the direction you're going? Like, how do you know what you want to accomplish, where you want to be, and how you're going to do it if you don't map it out? So that's your challenge tomorrow. Mind blown, right? I mean, that could be a huge challenge for some, and then this could be like, oh, I got this in the bag kind of challenge. And it all ties into everything that you've been doing. So real fast, let's review a little bit about what you've been doing for the last 24 days. The first one was make eye contact with a stranger, right? Oh, that's not too bad. That can't be that bad, right? Then we talked about getting away from your phone, complimenting a person, spending 10 minutes in nature or more, relaxing and breathing and just being, saying no to something, not responding to people when they ask how you're doing. I'm fine. I hate that response. It's like, I wouldn't ask if I didn't want to know how you're doing. Writing a note and telling yourself how awesome you are. Listing 5 things that you've been grateful for. Commenting on people's posts. Reaching out to someone and scheduling a lunch and dinner. I wonder how that went for some people. Making a vision board. Doing stuff that you've been putting off, rearranging your room or a cabinet or a drawer or something, watching an inspirational podcast, sharing your favorite quote, having no headphones on during a normal activity, doing something for someone just because. So those are some of the different things that we've done over the last 24 days. So I want you to reflect. You can reflect either on the whole year or reflect on the last 23 days. And then I want to see kind of where you're headed. Like, what do you see in the next 36 days? We have literally 36 days left of the year. It's going to fly by, completely fly by and blow your mind. You're going to be at the end of the year and be like, oh my gosh, it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's. Where did this year go? Where did this month go? The holidays are almost over. And I really want you to have that positive mindset. And I want you to make those connections. And I want you to enjoy those memories and not be stressing like, oh my gosh, I could do this, 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 and this. But if you map it out, then you won't have that stress. And you'll be able to enjoy those moments. And you'll be able to make those authentic connections and really be in the moment versus like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I have all this holiday shopping I have to do and all these get-togethers and parties that I need to go to, and I got to make this much money and I got to do this and that and the other. And before you know it, December will come and go and your positive mindset has been deflated and you are going to be like, oh my gosh, now I got a new year. Now I got to kind of figure out what I want to do. So I want you to get ahead of the game. I want you to set yourself up for success, whether this is personally, relationship-wise, financially, health, business, being a mom, a dad, I don't care. I want you to map it out and plan it out. So it can be however you want to do, in a journal, in a sketchbook, on a canvas. You can record it and put it on Facebook for your accountability. You can do the LOA Journal, anything. I don't care. It could be a brown paper bag that you stick up on your fridge. It doesn't matter to me. So does that make sense? Does everybody understand? Are we scared? Are we nervous? What are we feeling? Let's be real and let's talk about it. So I know there's a slight delay, so I'm going to wait a couple of seconds and see if anybody says anything. But if not, that's all I got for you guys. I'm so glad that you were able to jump on. And we literally have 7 days left, right? Yep, 7 days left of the challenge. And you guys have stuck with it. Hello, Amy. And I'm proud of you. And if there's challenges you haven't done, it's okay. You can go back and you can do them. And I will update the update on what those challenges are. And I want you to post on them. I want you to tell me how it is. And if you want to reflect on the last 23 days where you say, these are the challenges I enjoyed. These were the challenges that were hard and difficult. These were the challenges that were easy for me. And then you tag me. I would love to see that because I'm really interested in how this challenge is going for each and every one of you. Any comments, concerns, thoughts? What are we thinking? Anything? You guys are awfully quiet tonight. I know it's a holiday weekend, so I know a lot of people, don't, are probably staying off their phone and spending time, which is phenomenal and awesome and amazing for you and your family, because you just never know, right? You never know. So if you guys don't have anything else, that's what I want you to do. So today was about reaching out to someone who has been there and thanking them, and then tomorrow for your day 24 is journaling and planning out your next month. Fitness goals, work goals, financial goals, family goals, relationship goals, self goals. It can be anything. And if you are daring enough, then you'll post it on Facebook and you'll tag me and some others that are in this. And you'll be like, hey, this is what I've done. Hold me accountable and this is where I'm going. And either you're with me or you're against me. If you're against me, get out of the way. If you're with me, then hang on tight, right? So people get a little weird about successful people. So don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the namesayers. Don't worry about them. Worry about yourself and keep yourself strong by surrounding yourself with your inner circle and your tribe, because they've got your back no matter what. No matter what. And they're going to be cheering you on. Even if you do fall, they'll be there to push you back up that mountain and help you succeed the next 36 days and then onward. Because when the new year comes, remember, I don't like New Year's resolutions. It's starting now, or when your birthday is. And we don't just wait. We take a step, even if it's a itty-bitty microscopic step. We always take a step in the direction that we want to go. And there's no time like the present. And I believe in each and every one of you. And I am excited to see what you've got mapped out for the next month. And if you want to go beyond that, please feel free. But tag me and let me know how it is. Or take a snapshot. Like if you have the LOA Journal or you write it out or whatnot, take a picture. Put it on Facebook. Put it out there. And if anybody makes a negative comment, delete it. You don't have any obligation to those people that make a negative comment or joke. I've got people that make negative comments on mine and I just delete them. Where I'm like, you're a beep, you know? Like I don't need that. I don't need that bad vibration. I don't need that bad energy. You're either against me or you're with me. And if you're against me, get out of my way because I'll run you over. And if you're with me, then hang on tight because this is going to be a fun ride. So remember that whenever you're going after something. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. And just an FYI, later this week, I'll still be on. No excuses. I just might not look so great on Friday. So if for some reason I can't reach out and do the live on Friday, then I will ask one of my girls to do it for me through my Facebook if they're up for it. If not, I plan on being here. I just might not look as pretty. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow for day 25 and then so forth through the week. So we've got, let's see, literally Friday is like the second to last day of the challenge. So we should be fine. But I just might not be as excited. I might be a little tired. Just got some medical stuff going on. So I'll get into that in more detail. But I'm not going to let that stop me from getting on here and motivating you guys and inspiring you and empowering you and telling you what your challenge is. Sound good? All right, ladies. I hope you guys, and gentlemen, I hope you guys have a great night. I look forward to your post tomorrow. Tag me, please. Let me know if you've already been doing it. Get it out there. And put it out in the universe and let it come because it's going to be a crazy 36 days and I'm excited. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Love you. Bye.